Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Thank you for watching the channel and supporting. Please like and comment because it helps the algorithm. Okay, I messed up pretty bad. I didn't respect my risk. I had a bad day yesterday, which easily could have been a good day if I was paying attention. I was busy with work on other things. And then today today was the real, you know, mistake. So yesterday was a minus 2R day. I lost 145. Today I lost 330. So minus 4.4R. So my minus 6.5R, 6.32R exactly, over the past 2 days. And I just wanted to make this video to talk about it, to explain what went wrong and what I can do right so I can be better in the future. Okay, so, and excuse me because I'm still getting over a cold, so I may cough a little bit and yeah. All right, so I'm going to share my screen now. I'll cover yesterday's first real quick. So this was the bad loss yesterday. This is really hard for you to see on YouTube. Let me see if I can zoom in. Maybe this is a little bit better. On the left, ignore the right. This is the bad loss yesterday. It was looking very bullish. It pulled back. I decided to get long after using bar 53 as the signal bar. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Oops. There we go. And the reason this wasn't a good trade is because it already made such a big move up. Like, yeah, I did expect it to retest this top part, but it's okay. The only bad thing I did here was I sized up too much. I think on this loss, I lost $116 or 1.55R. Ideally, I would have only lost 75, which is 1R, and at max lost 100 on the trade, which is 1.33R. I really don't want to be going beyond that. And I really don't need to. On this trade here, the trade I made $700 on, I only risked 100. So you really don't need to go too high on risk. And but it wasn't a horrible trade. Like, looking at this, it was decent thesis that it would, hey, maybe it would just range here for the rest of the day. Maybe it would go back up to the top. So I'm not too upset at myself about that. And then I did try a pre-market trade. I tried getting long for a gap close because this is a huge gap, right? So I got long after this bar using this area as the low, as the bottom. I got stopped out. And then the gap definitely closed very strongly, and there were tradable moments yesterday to get long. Like, let me just show yesterday's chart real quick to show the times I could have got long. Could have got long on bar 9 right here. Could have got long on bar 29. Bar 29 is probably the best signal bar yesterday. Could have targeted this pivot. I think that would have been the best move, is to get long on bar 29 and then target the pivot. And that would have been 83 points up to 14 points. So you could have made 30 points on that in about 40 minutes. So that would have been a nice buy and hold for less than an hour. And it was breaking out. Where is it? It's after this pause bar here. So yeah, it's still above that previous bar, and then the new bar comes in and moves up. But okay, today is the day we really need to get to and to talk about. And I've actually, to my credit, I screenshotted what I did today very well. So I can take you through what I did today step by step. So I just need to show my entry on Discord, and then I can switch to this. Okay, so this was the entry on the day. It was a pre-market entry. I got in pretty similar thesis to yesterday. Just taking the breakout to the upside on the last bar before the open. Stop loss just below the low of the pre-market action, and I got long. And it went my way, and I went up 30 points. And man, I wish I just bought 2 contracts right here. I got in a little late, but if I would have just got in right here with 2 contracts, stop loss below, would have been really nice risk, and I could have got a huge return. I could have made like 4R in 10 minutes. But unfortunately, I only got in for 1 contract, and it went up my way, and it went up 30 points. And I was targeting pretty high because this is a really big gap, but I don't know. I probably should have targeted a little bit closer, been a little bit more conservative in what I targeted. Here's the prices on the right. So I could have just targeted 36, made 150 bucks off 1 contract, and if I got in with 2 contracts down here, would have made over 300. So went my way. Then we get this hammer bar to the upside, and then it comes down against me, and I say, you know what? I'm going to buy 1 more contract here. I'm going to add, put the stop loss right below. Maybe this will be a way I can get in with some some extra leverage. And it started going my way, and it started looking like it was going to be a smart play, and maybe it would go up and hit these take profit points near the lower pivot, near the 21 EMA. But then I got stopped out, and then I said, okay, I'm going to try that 1 more time, and I got in long with a stop loss below that recent bar because I thought this is looking pretty bullish. This is like a flag. This could be a good place to add with good leverage. Well, I got stopped out again. And then I said, okay, well, I'm just keeping my first stop loss below. I'm keeping the stop loss below bar 1 because oftentimes that first bar of the day can be the day's low. And it's also below this key level here. This green line is the day's open. So I said, I'm going to buy right there. Low leverage. It kind of went up and went my way. And then I just decided, I don't like this. It's looking pretty choppy. I'm just going to get out. And I got out. And on this trade, I made about 100 bucks. So I was up like 1.33R on the day and pretty tough price action. It can get really erratic. The market can become really erratic and confusing when it gaps down this much. So being up 1.33R is pretty solid. And, I could have been up 2R if I just sold up here the first contract, but I complicated things and I had less of a return. And yeah, it would have worked out really well if the market did go up and did close the gap better, but it didn't. And that's just what happens. Second trade, I thought, okay, we're down here. I'm just going to buy. I'll buy here. I'll buy the close and I'll put the stop loss underneath and at the open. And I lost like 30 bucks, like half an hour. So at this point, after these 2 trades, I'm up like just over 1R. I'm up like 80 bucks. This is when I start doing dumb stuff. Well, actually, no, this wasn't that dumb. So we pushed down quite a bit, and I should have got short on bar 13 at the 9 EMA. I should have got short here and just targeted another measured move down, and I could have got 30 points pretty easily in about 25 minutes. 1, 2, 3. In 20 minutes, in less than 20 minutes, I could have got 30 points shorting this breakout here. Or maybe more like 25 points, but still, I could have had a great trade here getting short on bar 13. It's what I should have done. Even bar 8, I could have got short on because look at this is This is below the prior day's low. It's below the open. Has the hourly EMAs, so it has all my higher time frame confluence, and it's a hammer down. So I could have got short here, and it would have went my way, then it would have come back, and maybe I would have added a little bit here, and then it really would have went my way, and I would have went down, from here, 95 down to 60, could have made 35 points. So bar 8, bar 13, and looking at the hourly chart, that is inside the previous bar. Or no, sorry. This bar wouldn't be inside any previous hourly bar. It would just be shorting this 1 hour breakout down. It's a good thesis. It would have worked pretty well. It's what I should have done. Because this green bar, this green line here, or here, is a pretty important key level. The day's open, and the market likes to stay underneath it or stay above it often. And I had a great chance to get short, but I didn't. I missed that chance. And that first hour bar breakout, that's where I should have made my money short, or I should have just made my money long on this way up, or both. Oh shit. Spilled my Coca-Cola Zero. I'm in my brother's apartment right now. I'm watching his cat because he's on a work trip. So I just wanted to come over and record this video. Okay. I don't know why I said Coca-Cola Zero. I just say Coke Zero. I guess I'm being professional for my YouTube. Saying the whole name. Anyway, okay, so talking a lot, I'm yapping a lot. I just want to get to the point. Continue on. So it pulls back, and I reasonably think we're going to retest these lows. Okay, so I get short off of this bar here, bar 27, and yeah, I'm a little late again, and I get short for one contract, and then I decide to get short a second contract, which did not need to do that. I could have just done that if I got in right on the break of bar 27, but I watched a little late and I wasn't able to do that. And it pushes down and it goes my way, and I'm up about $100 at the time this screenshot is taken. I'm up 10 points, and then I get stopped out. I get stopped out on bar. It goes against me, and I get stopped out. And then, without getting another confirmation break of this bar, I enter here, then I enter here, and then I enter here, and then I lose another 1.33R. So I lose this trade. This was a really dumb trade, total revenge trade. At this point, I should have walked away. I would have only been down, if that trade lost, I would have been down $345 in the past 2 days and minus 4.6R. But instead of just being down 4.6R, I said that's not enough. I need to lose more money. And I went down 6.3R. So 4.6 to 6.3R. I lost an extra 1.72R. Completely unnecessary. Taking another revenge trade. After bar 32, it did break the low of this bar. So I did have a confirmation. And look, it does look kind of like the EMAs are tightening. They contracted. We're getting lots of wicks to the upside. We're also getting lots of wicks to the downside. We're also way overextended to the downside. The ATR is at 298 on the day. So it moved 300 points from yesterday's close. And also looking at the 1 hour, it's very clear this previous 1 hour bar closed near its high, and then it started to move up. So clearly it's looking like it's going to break out to the upside. Maybe this is like an oops reversal. It gapped down too far, and the rest of the day it's just going to go up. and that's totally possible. In fact, let's look at the chart right now. Nope, it pushed up, pushed down, it made it another wick. So look, maybe we're gonna get a breakout here, and this is actually a good time to go short because this bar has a big wick, this bar has a big wick, and if we get below this 1 hour bar, I think there's a reasonable chance that it'll retouch these lows. So this would actually potentially be a good short trade, but it's really confusing today. It's really wicky. It's just not a good time to trade. My plan says I shouldn't take trades, so it's just not what I should do. Um, let's just open this trading plan just because I haven't shown it in a long time. This is my latest trading plan. It's super simple. It's 14 size font, so it's if you want to copy my plan or just copy some ideas, feel free. I don't. This is it. It's super simple. Um, done a good job at respecting these higher time frame stress tests. Uh, risk management, less so a good job there. And it's natural to get a little complacent after you have a big win, but you must. That's human nature. It's human nature, and it's natural to get complacent after a big win. But human nature, we have to overcome it as traders if we're going to be successful. I mean, human nature is the reason why 97% of people that set out to do this aren't successful. They can't beat the human nature part of it. And they also, don't prepare and have reasonable expectations. They think they're going to become profitable right away, which is crazy because imagine if you just started playing violin and you're like, I'm going to go play in the New York Symphony Orchestra. Or if you just started med school and you're on like year one of med school and you're like, I'm going to go do brain surgery tomorrow. It's like, no, both of these things, being a master violinist, being a master, being a surgeon, it takes, a decade to become sufficient. So trading, it's not like you're going to be sufficient in a year, I think, or 2 years. Like it takes a long time to be really good trader. And here's the other thing. Here's the other thing that's really important is pros still make the types of mistakes I make. Two of the best traders I know, this guy named Andrew and this lady named Susan, they're um, they've both been trading for a long time and are really great traders. I mean, they do it professionally. And they both told me, like, you're human. You are always going to make mistakes. Always. You will never not have these, like, errors. So you have to build a system that allows you to, like, be stupid and make these human errors of, that are emotionally driven. And you have to build a system that makes it so you don't blow up your account. And I've blown dozens of small accounts. Like, go back and look at my videos from all of 2024. I mean, I started posting in January 2024, and all year you can scroll back and you can see, $800 loss, $600 loss, $1,000 loss. It's like it's bad, and I've taken risk management a lot more seriously lately, and it's the reason I started becoming successful, I think, or at least why I've had success since early February. Because early February is when I really locked it in after my last catastrophic blow up, and I said I'm only going to risk a low amount because if you can't grow a small account, you can't grow a big account, and I just wanted to focus on consistency, and I need to keep doing that and never forget that and never lose sight of that. I need to stick I need to stick to these important realities that allowed me to be successful or allowed me to have, big winners and finally have some level of consistency after over 3 years. Okay. So I reviewed price action from yesterday. I reviewed price action from today. I gave two spiels about just risk management and how we're human and we're always going to make mistakes. So I get and trading expectations. So what's next? What is next? What am I going to do to prevent these mistakes from happening again? And I'm asking, so please comment or please message me if you talk to me on Discord or Reddit. My ears are open and I love feedback. It's part of the reason I started this YouTube channel was I want to learn, and there's a lot of really smart people out there who've been helping me. And you know what? I think I should take this short because it looks legitimately like a good short. Okay, I've taken it. I'm setting my take profit down here, and I'm hoping this will break out on the hourly. And this is a good trade. I'm not going to have regrets if this trade loses. I think this is a good trade. Excuse me. And I want to enter this trade with two contracts, but I'm not because it's a 13-point stop loss. I got to enter my trade here now. Let me just show you how I enter my trades, because some of you probably are familiar with this, but I have to enter. I enter the equity, the index I'm trading, the value per point, the risk. The stop loss is 105. I gotta do equals 105.25 minus 92.25. Could have done that mentally, but it's 13-point stop loss. Number of contracts. It tells me how many contracts I should trade with this risk. It tells me I should only trade 1.15. Well, I can't trade 1.15, so I'm only going to trade 1. And if you look back here, 1.25. Max I should have traded as 2, but I traded 3. 1.5. Max I should have traded as 2, but I traded 3. Same with this one. So the last 3 trades were all I sized up too much. And yeah, on my really big winner, it said to trade 3, and I traded 4. But, that's still the most I would have lost is $100, 1.33R. And I felt really good about it. So it's okay to go a little over. Maybe you can round up if you feel really good, but I shouldn't be rounding up too. And that's what I did here and here and here. This one, I'm not going to round up. I'm going to let it be down, and that's okay because look if it fails, it fails. And one thing you can do that I have done in the past is I get in a little, like if it comes against me like it is now, I'll add like one contract right here, and that way I still have this original stop loss, but I'm not at like risk of losing as much money. So that is a way to add in, but the key is just never moving this original stop loss, and you don't want to add in when you're already like way above. And I didn't lose the entire. Some of these numbers are higher because I added in at the end, and like I said, I could have lost 150. I only lost 100, but these two, yeah, I did lose the full amount. Okay, where was I before I entered this trade? Oh, I was talking about what I'm going to do in the future to avoid these types of errors. Well, one big one was I wasn't watching the 1 hour chart. The 1 hour chart is what I want to trade. The 1 hour chart is king. It's the most important time point or time frame for what I do, my style of trading. And look, right now, now's the time I can say we'll enter here, move the stop loss down, and we'll put it, boom, look at that. It's already, I got in, it came down already, and it's helping me out here. So I'm keeping my stop loss, and it does change the distance. So now it's like 9.5 point stop loss. So I'd lose about $100. So I'd lose slightly more than 1R, but that's not like a horrible, like it's not like I'm going way beyond 1R. It's not like I'm losing 2R or something. Oh, I gotta eat some food. I'm like hungry. And that's another, like, you gotta take care of your physical body to be a good trader. You shouldn't trade hungry. You okay, Max? My, my brother's cat's name is Max, and I hear him meowing in there. And guess what? If we break out below bar 45, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm probably gonna move my stop loss down to this bar. God, I hope this hits. That would be so clutch. It probably will not hit while I record this YouTube video, but yeah, I'll just update my thumbnail, my YouTube thumbnail to be accurate. Okay. Um what am I doing to actually prevent this type of stuff from happening again? I need to focus on the 1 hour. The 1 hour is where the best trades come from, okay? And maybe this take profit is a little too far. Maybe it should be more like right here. But the 1 hour is what I want to base everything off of. Maybe it should be like right there. Why right there? Because if we look, eh, right here, because this would be the middle of the range. That would be 12 points. I feel like that's pretty safe. Put it there at 70. And that's 25 points. Anyway, I keep getting distracted. What do I need to do to avoid this type of crap again? If I would have been focusing on the 1 hour chart, I wouldn't have messed up like this. Right? I would have been honest and said, okay, look, it looks like this 1 hour bar closed near its high. Okay, we're inside the previous 1 hour bar. I think the odds are pretty high that we're going to try and break out to the high of this bar. But on this first 1 hour bar, I could have said, look, this previous 1 hour bar was very bearish. We are now below this bar. We're below the open. We're below the prior day low. The 1 hour, this cat just sprinted across the entire apartment. We're below the prior day low. The 1 hour EMAs are bearish. Okay, the odds are that we're gonna, if we're below this key level, or like we're below the low of this 1 hour bar, we're probably gonna be moving down. And that's why I should have taken the bar 8 trade or the bar 13 trade with confidence. Okay, and I, you know, how much lower would it go? It went down 20 points below this low. That's pretty solid. All right. Um, and again, I don't like being that short here because we're so far extended down, but there's a lot of fear in the market right now because of the tariffs. Okay. And look, I just think this is a good trade that I'm in. I'm happy I took this trade. I know I'm not, if you can watch me and you can see me, like, this was not emotional. This was a logic driven trade. And I made these bars red and green because I want to draw more attention to them. because the hourly is the most important time frame. And if I have these colorful, I'll pay more attention to them. And that's just like a basic psychology thing. And I'm hopeful that, this will help me pay more attention. Now, it doesn't have to be green and red. I could do, blue and orange. I could mix it up. Okay. I'm just doing green and red because I want it to grab my attention, but not look super bad. So I'm going to leave it as green and red for now, but let me know in the comments what color I should make it if you don't like green and red. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I know I'm sounding like a YouTuber because I asked people to like and subscribe at the start, but we just hit 200 subscribers on the channel. So that's awesome, and I appreciate it very much. So thank you, and love the people that this YouTube channel has connected me with. It's probably the best reason this YouTube. That's probably the best thing that this YouTube channel has done for me is connected me with other smart traders. So I really appreciate it. I'm really grateful to you, um, and you know who you are if you've talked to me and helped me. So I'm very grateful and appreciative to you. Um, and I hope I've. It's kind of selfish because it has helped me so much. So I want to just help people and spread the knowledge and spread the love and so join the Discord. It's free and there's smart people in there and we help each other out. And yeah, okay. Covered a lot in this video, and the big thing is I need to keep risking appropriate. Like, what next? I keep saying that. What next? What do I need to do right? I need to keep my risk in check, keep the risk appropriate, and I need to only trade the 1 hour chart. Okay, the 5 minute chart, it's the biggest chart on my screen. It's the chart that people like to look at and talk about for day trading. But I should only use the 5 minute chart as a tool to enter. But this should be like my guiding, this 1 hour chart, like this should be the guiding philosophy that tells me like this is what you do. This is how you trade. Okay? It has to be this. Dude, the urge to sell one contract like right here at 1R, pretty high. It's pretty high. But look at these EMAs, they're starting to shift down. They're just starting to expand. It's like I think I gotta leave it on and let it run and let it ride. It's the right thing to do, and I just hope that it works out for me. And who knows? Maybe I should have a take profit even lower. Maybe I should have it down below these lows or at these lows. Maybe I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's hard. It's hard being in the trade because I want to lock in some profit because this is your brain. Tom Hugard does a pretty good job talking about this. It just talks about like wanting to end the psychological pain, and that's why people take profits too early and they don't cut losses fast enough because they don't want to have psychological pain. This is looking pretty good for me, but so was one of those trades I showed earlier, right? Right here. It was looking pretty good for me right here. I was up $100. What happened though? It came against me. But here's the big difference. The 1 hour chart did not look as good at this time. I was inside the previous 1 hour bar. We just pushed down really hard. We're already pushed down super hard. How much more can it actually go? That's a big difference between this current chart, which is looking a lot better on the 1 hourly. Now, I don't want to be greedy, so I think I'll just leave it here at 75. But I could see this going lower. I could see this going down to here to 50. But again, we're so low that I don't really know. And the reason to get out at 1R is look at it chops here and then just pushes down, but it doesn't push down much better. It comes up and it chops here, okay? And then it pushes up, but it doesn't go much further. Now we're going back down, and it chops here. How much further will we really go, or will it just keep chopping down here? I think because of that, because I'm worried about that, and because I don't want to push it, I think a better, more appropriate take profit would be like right here, just above 75. Because that's still almost 20 points. This would be a $200 trade, and I would capture it on the video, which would be pretty cool. So we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna, just for fun, I'm gonna switch to the 30-minute chart and see what's happening here. God, I hope we can get a win, man. I need a win. But it's when you need something in trading that you don't get it. So I need to have the philosophy of, I don't need a win, I'm all good. Now, I could do this. I could move my stop loss down maybe. And that would make me feel more secure. And maybe I could keep that there. Because this stop loss now is only, I'd only lose 20 bucks if this failed. Man, oh man. This is hard. Don't go against me. Yeah, I move my stuff around way too much. I need to just let it be. But I'm trying to we're recording this live, you know. Well, it's not like live streaming, but I'm recording this in live time, and yeah, I'm gonna put this video out. We'll do it, but no, I don't want to interfere. So we'll just put one there for a quicker take profit at 18 points, and then we'll have one a little bit lower at 25 points. And God, I hope these hit. I probably can't. I probably just need to let this ride though. But the problem is I'm recording a video, and I want the people who are watching the video to know the results. So what else can I talk about? Again, actually, you know what? 1 hour chart. I don't want to get lost in the noise. The 1 hour charts tell me to put it like right there. Right there. Like the 1 hour chart is what needs to guide me. And that looks kind of reasonable, guys. How far can it go? 11 ATR on the 5 minute. So each bar will be an average of 11 points. We're less than 11. We're only 8 points right now away from my take profit. Oh, I kind of just want to get out though to end. Get this on camera, but I think we just gotta let it fly. Yeah, we gotta let it fly. We can't interfere. We can't interfere. We gotta let this go. Let it fly. 24 points. I guess you'll just have to look at your own chart and figure out if this hit for me or not, or join the Discord because that's where I'll tell you if this hit. Speaking of the Discord, let's see what people are saying. Different. Here, I'll move this over. The way I do Discord and watch trading is I move the trading all the way to the right, the bars all the way to the right, and have my Discord open here so I can still watch the market while I trade. Missed too many trades in my day from messaging in a Discord. I only use two actually. Sometimes sites have different um, mm, red folder qualifications. As long as you use two, I think that is good. Okay. People are giving me great advice. Gaming too good, spot on as always with the great advice. Um, Russell, great advice. Don't trade when you're emotional. That's what I was doing here. Okay. And I just should have looked at the 1 hour chart and been objective. Okay. I really just should have done that. All right. Come on. Break out. Please break out. I almost want to like put short here and have the stop loss be above this bar, but I won't do that. We're up 120 bucks. Let's look at the performance center. My account is at 18, about 1890. Up 100 bucks right now. This is painful to watch, but I'm letting it ride. Not giving a damn about the outcome. I'm just trying to pass time while this goes. Uh, uh, this was yesterday's. Today there was a red folder at 6:30 and 8. Maybe it was 6:15 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why did I put my take profit right here? I could see some people asking that because this is like the breakout area where it started going long, right? So it went down here before. I want to put it above there just because that's like kind of safe-ish. And then also just like looking at the hourly chart, it's not the lowest of the day. The market is efficient, guys. So at any level will usually get tested a couple times. Okay, so I'm expecting this level to get tested again. Okay, that's why I put my take profit here. Um, and I could probably put it down a couple points lower, like from 71 down to 70. But I don't want to be greedy. Like it's $10 more. It's not a big deal. Put it down half a point more. Watch me not get my trade filled by half a point now. That'd be hilarious. Darkly hilarious. Yeah, I think I just need to end this video. This one's been a really long one. And I haven't really been saying anything important for a while now. Just been yapping. This is what goes on inside my head while I'm in a trade, though. All these thoughts that I'm just sharing without any filter. I'm just looking at my bro's cat. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Sorry. I don't have my normal mic. I'm just using my laptop mic. Oh, you know a good site actually that's kind of new to me? Let's look at this site, Financial Juice. That gives like kind of like live updates of the market. It's interesting. The market went up really, like, was very bullish yesterday, which is the day that the tariffs were gonna like go into effect. So it was very bullish. So you'd think that that would continue, but today is as bearish as can be for the most part. I mean, it's down 750. Is down. It opened down 250 points basically. Now it's going against me. You hate to see it. And I kind of want to add another short and just put the stop loss above bar 48. Why? Why do I want to do that? Because I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because we broke the low of this bar, right? So that would be a sell signal technically. And then behind this bar would be the appropriate stop loss. Okay, but I'm glad I didn't, because I just would have got stopped out. Come on. Bruh, I should have got out. I could have had 2R just now. I could have had 2R. We went right back to the middle of today's. Damn it. We could have had 2R because 15 points is 1R, and we went down to 80. So we could have had slightly above 2R. Could have made back. Let's see. What is our take profit at? 25. We got 2 contracts on. The stop loss is now 5 points. So the most, or should I have it be? Well, the original stop loss was right here. And you don't want to interfere with the trade. Like I've already, well, you can interfere with the trade, but you don't want to interfere too much. Like imagine if I put my stop loss here 5 points down and it came back and stopped me out here, didn't hit the original stop loss, and then went back down to where my take profit is. I would feel like asshole. But I really need to go and get back to work. So I really can't be making this YouTube video much longer. So I think I really do need to just let this ride, unfortunately. I was hoping we were going to capture the result on camera. Stop loss. We'll keep it. I'll just put it right here. I'll just do some mental math. I'll just do 100.25 minus 95.63. So if this trade fails, we'll lose $46. This trade hits, we'll do equals 95.63 minus 70.5. This trade hits, I'll make 250. And let's say it does hit. That would be a 3.3R trade. I don't want to count my ducks before the chickens before they hatch though. So I'd only be down 1R on the day if this trade hits, and I'd be up. I'd only lose $78.75. It's not gonna hit though. It's going back against me pretty fucking hard. Fuck. See, it broke out. It broke out from this bar, and now it's coming back. I hope the Bears step back in, guys. I hope the Bears step back in. It's not looking good. What would happen though? I could say what would happen if I took it profits here at 80 instead of 70. So now let's do 15-point stop loss. I'd be up 150, 150. So if I would have exited at that low there, I would have only been down 2.38 R on the day, only $178. I probably should have just done that because right now I'm down 328. I had a chance to be down $150 less at only 178. And now it's coming all the way back against me. Did not expect this. I really thought I was going to win. Um, damn it. What a pain. It's choppy today. It's really choppy. Man, after all that, just got a message. Yeah. I don't know, man. I do have to go. So, um, Adam Grimes, he only takes profits at 1R, I believe. And I believe he's a very successful trader. So I think maybe I'll just keep it at break even. I could just keep the stop loss right here. Only 2.5 above. It's hard. It's hard making decisions when money's at risk and staying objective. It's hard. I move my take profit and stop loss a lot, and then I've been doing a lot better job though lately of just keeping them where they're at. I really have. Whew. Keep them here, but man, let's just hope this 21 EMA can hold and take it down. Let's check my friend's Discord. Market, I guess not. I can't believe I was up 2R. And now we're back inside the previous 1 hour bar. So that's not good. I think I just need to call this. I'll just keep it right above break even. That way, if it loses, it's not like I really lost that much. And if it wins, it's a very pleasant surprise. Let's check the 15-minute chart, see what that's doing. I'll just keep it behind the previous 15-minute bar, probably. That's what I should probably do. Because it's still basically break even. And, but it's like a more likely point to hold. I mean, on the 15-minute chart, this doesn't look bad. I just really hope this can hit, man. Could have been up 150. Now it could be up 50, but I'm just gonna let it ride. All right, I'm talking way too much, and this has not gone anywhere. So I'm just gonna let this play out before I do anything else stupid. And hopefully this will turn around. Though I don't feel very good about it. Yeah, no, this is not gonna work. Should have got out. Should have taken the 2R win. Um, fuck, man, damn it. Um, yeah, we're about to get stopped. Yeah, broke down, but it didn't break down as much as it could have, or as much as it would have helped me to break down. Just get out for a small win, if he'll let me. Or are we just gonna lose, have a small loss? What the hell? Let's add another contract there because it's so small. We can get some more leverage. And are we gonna get stopped out yet? That would just be like add $10 to the loss if this fails. I'm just gonna get out right here. Come on, go down, go down, go down. Really, bro? And stop me out already. Come on, or go my way. That would be preferred. Imagine if we turned around and went all the way back down. It's not gonna happen. I'm getting my hopes up. Hope and fear. Hope and fear. We'll get out here. Well, if the market would, if I get lucky and this turns around, that'll be good and it'll be a small win. And stop loss be like a 7 point win, so 21 points total. So I could make $100. All right, stopped out. We lost 26. All right, that was an okay trade. I probably got greedy and targeted a little bit too much. I probably should have just targeted down here, which would have been 2R. But I got to record a trade online for my YouTube, which is cool. I don't get to do that very much. So that's good, I guess. I'll add in the results of this trade now. So I have to go to the performance center. Our loss is now, well, I'll tell you the new loss. It's a small loss. It was an okay loss. 26.25 minus 12.5 plus 7.5. So we lost $31, bringing our total loss on the day to $360, 4.8R, up 0.2R from 0.6. Take a look at the 1 hour chart. Yep, I got stopped out and now it's going my way. That's just great. Um, but that's just how it goes, guys. That's how it goes. Um, totally cool. Don't care at all. Not hurt by it. Not hurt by it. Just gotta focus on this 1 hour chart only. Damn. Gotta focus on the 1 hour chart. Got to keep risk in check, like I did on that trade. That was a fine trade. Just stinks because I'm down so much on the day, but we're not going to repeat those mistakes again. Um, this was a good trade, and I'm okay with the outcome. All right. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you at the next video. Goodbye.